people are talking about ZA. People are talking about Pokemon in general. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here working on my little 2013 fan game that runs like it was built in my PowerPoint. But goddamn if it isn't really fun. So what are we doing? Well, I'm thinking. So I want to make another dungeon, and let me show you what the dungeons are, because it's not a normal thing. So you go in here. You're not adept enough to climb the ladder. Use one of your Pokemon instead. Well, what do you mean? Sure, Charmander. And then boom, you are Charmander. You become the Charmander. You go into these dungeons and you collect these items that are like story progressive crystals, whatever. But there's like the whole thing with this game is there's these boogeymen which normally chase after you. And if they touch you when you're in a dungeon as your Pokemon, they just get you. They just kill you. If they touch you as your trainer, they initiate a battle. And the battles with the boogeyman is like, if you win, you get to rescue one of their Pokemon, usually, depending on which type of boogeyman it is. And if you lose, you have to sacrifice one of your Pokemon to the boogeyman. So the dungeons are just take your Pokemon in, do your thing, and then get what you need to, and then get out alive. So I recently... So I've recently been inspired to just make one of those little dungeons again. Why not? But like a really challenging one, like one that's hard. Cause like I haven't really made that hard of a dungeon yet, and I want one where you're just like you're gonna die. You're probably gonna lose your Pokemon, and you have to really like think about it. I want this dungeon to feel like well. First of all, this dungeon is only gonna admit rock types. So to sort of convey this sense of danger, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I kind of want the dungeons to be like flooded cavern, which is gonna require some tile set adjustment. I need to make a new freaking map. It's going to be the rock dungeon. Do you want to enter the rock runes? And then here's you have you pull up the Pokemon select screen. It checks if it's a rock type or not. If it is, then we initiate the dungeon and we transport you into the dungeon. If not, that's not a rock type, buddy. Hold the phone. I want to know if you can add water animations, like puddles. That would be vibey. I'm getting ahead of myself. Flooded freaking caves, bro. This is gonna be like a little water spring. Underwater grasses. Because I'm so attentive to detail, I mean, come on. I gotta add water ripples, right? Let me show you something. Check this in animations. I've added a ripple, which, look at that. So as you can see, still water is terrain tag 6, which then tells the game to play this puddle animation. Ah ha 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 ha. Vibey. Maybe we just go up a wee bit, crisscrossing, and then you're just trying to get. This is like scary maze game. Something like this. So are we trying to collect something like a crystal, which is a story item? But I'm kind of thinking this should be totally optional, because it's hard, right? So maybe it's a legendary. A big wet room. Like these little bits, they might just want to be rocks. Do I have big boulders in here too? Listen, I got a new concept for you. So you know how yawns are contagious? Okay, what if burps were contagious? Huh. Then you just have people lining up to just like let out. Okay. These stairs need this too. Just their passability. This is gonna be freaking vibes, Lois. Add our grasses. I got distracted again. So you know how like, cause I played a little bit of Pokemon Scarlet. You know how the battles, they're just slow. The text dialogue, it's like, oh, Pikachu used Leer. Pikachu's defense lowered. Oh, Pikachu attacked. It takes so long, and the dialogue is just like, I feel like it's unnecessary. So, okay, so check it out. We're in the battle animator, right? And I've made this sprite sheet with these, get out of here. I made the sprite sheet with these like little like up arrows, down arrows. They say like power up, power down. I added some common moves that basically just like I've coded it to like not say anything about Charizard's stats increased. It just looks like this. Power up, power down, whatever. It's nice. It's definitely convenient. And the other thing is like my other list of animations, they're just, unfortunately, I just only added one thing. It's a proof of concept. I wanna, God forbid somebody uses ancient power and then they get all of their stats boosted and then it takes so long. Let's see here. It's doing it. It's like that. You get the proof of concept, right? And now I'm like, I'm freaking fast. No, I'm still not fast enough. Anyway, I just wanted to play around with that. But does it delight you? I just aim to please. That looks freaking dang good. But I like how the water feels kind of inhospitable, because like you're a rock type, I guess. So as soon as you touch the water, it's like where the danger begins. And kind of like the water monster from Amnesia. But there's gotta be more to the dungeon than just like a dodging boogeymen, right? Like I want there to be something a little more relevant. Anyway, I gotta make a wall that's scalable with your Pokemon. I also added lily pads. Yeah, we're kind of getting a little mystical over here. So Boogie Omegas, I'm going with Boogie Omegas. They're different from Boogeyman themselves, right? Because if you win, you can't rescue a Pokemon. If you lose, you also cannot choose which Pokemon to sacrifice. They actually just choose it at random. But they're not as strong as Boogie Mox, so they're a little easier to beat. Okay, what if one of these chambers, there's a pit you can guide boogeymen into? Here, check it out here. You've got a boogeyman. This is an earlier dungeon. You have this event ID 6. You have this event here that says, hey, if the X and Y values of event number 6 are here, the boogeyman basically falls in the hole. PB, erase this event, and then you like clear out the boogeyman. Guide the boogeyman in, and boom, he's gone. Put the boogeyman in that hole. That is... Here's what's happening. 3 boogeyman here. If their X and Y values are adjacent to this one, then they hit the hole, and then they freaking die. Then they die. They hit the hole, and then PB erase this event. They're gone. Also, here's the thing. We're all thinking it. Like, why can't I just use a throwaway Pokemon when I go in here? Like, use a level 1 Pikachu that I'm just like not attached to. So I'm excited about this because I want to add like a little bit of an incentive for your chosen Pokemon, right? Like your intrepid little guy needs some incentive. So I want to add collectibles around the map that basically serve as like overworld XP. So like here we have PB find EXP, and then I can put in an amount of XP. And it goes through the whole process and gives that Pokemon, your selected Pokemon, that amount of XP. And then like say you level up in the overworld, then it shows you basically like all of your, as if it were in a battle, it shows you, oh, like Armaldo grew to level 32, whatever, and then shows you the stat boosts, and then it checks if your Pokemon is going to evolve, like it does all this stuff. So like, for example, we have like a level 8 Charmander. Like, what's gonna happen? So now I need to actually design, I want them to look like star pieces. kind of. Well, this kind of looks like a starfish. I mean, I like starfishes. We're keeping the starfish. But no, I want more of a geometric sort of star. Dope. How much EXP would it take to level up like a 30, like say a 30 level Pokemon? Like about 2 levels. Actually, I can just check. 2 next level is 3,000. So maybe in total this dungeon should have like 6,000. That's quite a lot. Maybe I'll do like 5,500. First of all, entry to the dungeon right here. Entry to the player. These dungeons are like were created by an ancient race or something to like protect only admit Pokemon to like protect them basically. So like really the player's not allowed to get in here, but then you have these train tracks that are like, oh, humanity came in here and we just freaking, what's that big drill thing that just blasts like a mountain mover? Screw your dungeon. And this sort of converges with your Pokemon's path. So I'm thinking suddenly may need to restructure a lot of this. Cause basically I want there to be a reason it's like a rock dungeon, right? Like it needs there needs to be something relevant to rock types. So what if it was your classic boulder puzzle? The Pokemon pushes a boulder into the water. Say there's like a deep pocket here, but get this, the boulder falls into the deep pocket and suddenly you can walk over it, okay? But then these chambers then need to end adjacent to this like ravine. There's a little route. Here's a guy, here's a chamber. We've got the legendary is probably gonna be Azurill or whatever. Bing, 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 bing. We've got the chamber going down here. There's these deep pockets, right? Deep pockets, and next to them is a boulder that the Pokemon can push, right? In order to access the boulder, you have to go through the boogie gauntlets to get to the boulder, right? Boogie gauntlet. Now we have probably another little passage. We got the boulder here, we push the boulder, then we get to the special crystal shiny pin, which increases the chances of finding a shiny Pokemon in real life. So that's that pin. Here's where you start. Here's the ladder down there for the time being. Scrunch it down. Need to make a ledge that says put boulder here. Nice. Then one should be able to drop down and you can't move back up. Okay, nice. So it serves as a ledge. I'm trying to see if I could hide an extra goodie here. Okay, as the trainer, can go in here, can check things out, clear out some boogeymen. So as your trainer, I want you to come in here and like kind of scope out what your prizes could be. Cause like say you lose your rock type and then you're like, okay, well, what even was the prize? Like, would it even be worth it to me? Would it be worth it to me to find another rock type? And so this way you can kind of see and suss out whether it would be even worth it to you to try it again. So here I'm able to see like, oh, it's gonna be passive item, cool. So over here, here's a grand prize. It should be visible on screen if I'm standing here, say. Push you that way, go up here, push you out of the way, then I can get the special pin. Okay, the other thing, because like I'm worried about you bottlenecking the boogies and have all the boogies kind of converge and you can lead them like you would do the boogie pit. So to fix that, there's these sort of chitin things. Is that how you pronounce that? Siri, how do you pronounce chitin?
It's on the web for how do you pronounce chiton. Check it out.
It's not Chadon, bro. But they have to metamorphose in these shells first. See, like they're trying to bust out. So basically I made it so if you step on a pressure point, then it triggers this guy to sort of appear. Enter the ravine, this guy becomes active. Stand on this guy becomes active. So when you're standing around down here, you can't just be like, okay, I see all these boogeymen, I'm going to lead them into some random pocket There's also like an element of surprise that I kind of like. You step on the pressure plate, we wait 10 seconds, it's like, what's happening? Then these game switches get activated with a boogie, breaks free from the chitin. It plays a noise, whoosh, waits another 10 frames, and then we unlock and everything goes back to normal. So it gives you like a second to process what's happening, because before I was kind of worried about you just like here, for example, you're sprinting, this guy like immediately hatches, and then you collide, you just like run into each other before you even have time to process what's going on. Jeez Louise. I also need to do a bridge check so that these boogeymen wouldn't be activated as long as you're on a certain height. These player touch events, they just turn the bridge on and off when you're entering the water zones, and basically these boogeymen can only get triggered if you're out of the water zones now. Here's my crazy diamond sprite. It looks alright. Pin was equipped. Check this. Okay, crazy diamond. If you have that pin equipped, then it's supposed to make it 20%. Oh. If you have that pin equipped, it's like a 1 in 20% chance of a wild Pokemon being shiny. Also, I need to make it so that when you're a Pokemon and you battle, or you don't battle a boogeyman, you just die. So switch 150 is like the global check for whether you're in a dungeon or not as a Pokemon. So yeah, now I die. So should we try this? See what our reward is at the end of the dungeon? And try not to get Armaldo killed? Okay, wait, hold on. Should we make a little song? Should we make a little wet cave song? I might do a little jingle based on a song by my favorite Danish duo, Bremer McCoy. It goes a little something like this. It's kind of got that, it's a little too jazzy for Pokemon, which are normally a little bit more ballads, like This is a really smelly... First of all, I know there's some whirlies in here. Super Mario 64 underwater section. Plastic. Watery roads. If you're a vinyl person, I highly recommend... Oh my god, shut up! I can't recommend Bremer McCoy enough. Perfect vinyl, like 10 out of 10 vinyl listening experience. They're just so chill. Chill anime beats. Oh, just a little proof of concept. We're doing it. I'm gonna like... Yeah, you're already dead. Come here. I'm gonna get you all kinda in the same place. To make it a little bit easier for myself. Alright, you're dead. Gonna go up here now. Actually, I can still test it. Don't mess about with that because I need to go over here first. Then I need to go back. And I can push you up. I can push you over. It's definitely a tricky chain of commands there. They're perfect. Alright, got the diamond, at least. This one is, for whatever reason, this one is a little bit easier. Come here. Alright, you stuck there. Maybe I said oopsies. I did the wrong thing. Gotta come back around here. I'm going there. Uh-oh, now there's Mr. McGee over here. He's coming. Oh no. Oh, they're all coming. Okay. Come this way. You guys can come over here. Don't get myself trapped. You're fine over there. You guys can do whatever you want over there. That's fine. Boulder. We're doing it. Nice. Alright, final boss, final boss. Except, ignore that. I didn't get the diamond yet. I can come back for the diamond. Oh my god, that guy is on my tail! Alright. What are you doing? Get the XP. Freaking hell. Oh my god. It's... Oh, now this is gonna be really hard. Both of you come to... Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Don't let myself get... Yeah. Single file, everyone. Y'all can come here if you want. Get me in there! Oh my god. And it was ruined by... Keep your posture straight. Dee, dee, dee. Oh my freaking god. And then yippee. What's up, Azelf? Yeah, come through so I can freaking slaughter you. I mean, guys, I'm sorry, but... Okay, so the funny thing is, so like, I kind of want legendaries to be like a sort of collectathon. So you get a shaman egg, Regice, you get Verizian, but their stats are like normal. They're supposed to be not super beefed out stats. Let me like Clam Curl, for example. Oh, the base stats. Ooh, this moveset sucks. Alakazam, Abra, and then I'm gonna just snab your Kadabra. Let's go back to Azelf. What are we looking at here? So 75 versus 40. Oof. Azelf is kind of killing it. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go with that. Sorry, I nerfed the hell out of you, Azelf, but that's okay. That's okay, because you're still a great kind of guy. Until we sacrifice you, that is. So what does one do with your weakened... There's gonna be another video more of a video essay on this whole process that's either already come out or is coming out next week. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.